Hello everyone, my name is Erin Kempers and I am an alumni of Hyde Park Day School. I'm honored to have been asked to speak about my experience at this wonderful institution. First, I would like to thank Mr. Casey, Miss Melanie, and all the teachers associated with Hyde Park Day School. As a speaker, I'm here to share my story. You see, I believe every person has a unique story, just like every person has an individualized fingerprint. And each obstacle has helped shape us to become the person we are today. As a 22-year-old grad student, I've had time to reflect on my journey with a fresh perspective. But when I close my eyes, I can remember all too well the highs and lows of my educational experience. Like any story, there is always a beginning, middle, and end. My story begins before Hyde Park Day School. My first few years in school were challenging. I loved to hear stories read to me, but when you asked me to identify a letter, I was lost. See, I was diagnosed with dyslexia in first grade, which was a hard concept for me to wrap my head around. As I was struggling through school, I was watching my friends and my peers excel in front of my eyes. I began to lose hope in myself as I progressed through the grades, and so did my teachers. I was labeled as the dyslexic and was treated differently because of it. I felt tainted and unloved, and it wasn't until the end of third grade when I told my mom I didn't want to go to fourth grade without knowing how to read. And after that, it all changed. I began my new journey at Hyde Park Day School the summer before fourth grade. As an angsty 9-year-old with countless negative experience with teachers, I was not hopeful with my new ventures. At the time, it was hard for my small mind to comprehend this place. At the beginning, I disliked Hyde Park Day School. Not because of the teachers, not because of the students or the school culture. I hated Hyde Park Day School because it forced me to face the truth. I was dyslexic, and you see, up until this point, it was just the D word for me. I was not willing to admit that I was different because being different meant I was dumb. I was a fourth grader that could barely read at a first grade level with the self-confidence of an ant. You can only imagine the combination. As a future educator, I can sympathize with my teachers now. I was no walk in the park. Instead, I lashed out at anyone and everyone in my path and cried uncontrollably when a book was put in my face. I was not the ideal student, yet my teachers pressed on. It was one particular teacher that flipped my world upside down, Miss Stephanie, my fourth grade reading teacher who I idolized. She refused to give up on me, and she believed in me. You see, my defense mechanism was to act out and shut down. I truly believed I would be no one when I grew up. Reflecting back, I was just craving for someone other than my family to believe in me. I needed a teacher to see something in me. Not to lie to me, not to feel sorry for me, but see who I was, someone worth fighting for. Miss Stephanie was that person for me. The day she told me she believed in me was the day the whole game changed. It was the day I started believing in myself and fighting for something more than an average life. My fourth grade year, Miss Stephanie pushed me, and every year after that, my teachers did, until I learned how to push myself. To this day, I am grateful for my experience and for the teachers at Hyde Park Day School. My story took a turning point, and so did my attitude. I began my journey as a hot-headed, angry dyslexic that was trying to blame anyone and everyone in my path for my misfortunes. But instead, I found a place that not only improved my reading scores, but my self-confidence, built up my self-worth, and showed me the importance of education. I may not have started as a supporter of the school, but I truly am now. I can say with full confidence that I would not be standing here today as an alum of Michigan State University with a bachelor's in arts and elementary education without Hyde Park Day School. Hyde Park Day School is not just a school that gives resources to children, but it is a school that has true educators that deeply care about their students, no matter their background or disability. It is a school that celebrates imperfections and helps you find the best path for yourself. I am not the person I am today without Hyde Park Day School, but it also helped me find the passion for education. I hope to be someone's Miss Stephanie one day. Thank you for letting me share my story.